Kendall here with the Farmer Johnson YouTube channel. On today's episode, we're going to be selling some of our soybeans. So, we got to get in one of our Peterbilt semis, get it loaded full of grain at our bin site, and get it trucked down to the river where that grain can be loaded onto barges and shipped all over the world. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this episode. We'll get started. If you couldn't tell, we're going to be doing a little bit of trucking this morning. So I went ahead and started all the semis that are sitting in here at the shop. We got Kyle's running here. This is going to be the one that I'm running. And then we got LG's little yellow feet over there. So we're going to take off, head to town, try to get a good start on the day because I would like to get four loads into town today, which shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I say that, but I didn't get 4 loads in Friday. I only got 2 in. So for us, this is kind of how we make our money. We truck our products, corn and soybeans, to the river. Every now and then we'll go north with it and stuff like that, but the premium's got to be pretty high for us to go north with how close we are to the river. $5 a.m. pit stop real fast. There we go. Gotta get a video or it didn't happen. Oh, I don't even have all my lights on. That is embarrassing. So what I'm doing today, I don't think it gets much spotlight in the world of farming. I mean, everyone sees the planting, everybody sees the harvesting, but what people don't see is when you're actually making your money. Like, we got all the grain in the bins, but that hasn't made us any money yet. So what we're doing is we're loading that grain up and trucking it down to different, basically sell points across Ohio and Kentucky. Kind of boring, doesn't get much spotlight, a lot of glory, but it's very important because if we weren't trucking the grain to town, it would just still be sitting in the bins and we would never get paid. We got 2 in front of Cody. Cody's right here, me, and then there's a line back there. Jeez, oh Pete. Probe comes down, sucks up a little bit of grain, and that's how the people in the scale house get a grade quality on the grain. And I'm not wanting to throw stones because I've never ran a probe deal in a scale house, but they must be training a new guy on there because he was probing the side of my trailer over and over. I was like, what the heck, bub? About a mile, I think that way on the river, we got a couple of our other trucks going to Cargill. We're at ADM right now in Silver Grove, Kentucky, and they are at Kellogg, Cargill, just on the other side of the river there. So this is a drag or whatever it is that takes the grain out to load the barges. So you can see a barge sitting there, and then a couple of them back in here. I guess that's the staging area. empty. We got to scale out, and then that's it. It's that easy. That's simple. We'll hit the outbound scale here, get our ticket, and then we'll head back and get another load. Well, I ended up having to throw the sweep in this bin, but we got loaded. That's really the only thing that matters, as long as we got loaded. If you weren't out here Billy big rigging, you'd be paying someone else to do it. And the grain has to get to town some way. I think I just gotta wait for the green light. That was so much faster than ADM. And they didn't probe the side of my trailer. I mean the scale is right there where this semi is sitting. And it's honestly pretty tight getting around this curve and up onto that scale. But what do you do? What do you do? The dog park. I'm wondering if one of my hopper doors are still open because I don't know why there's light in the trailer. Switch bins, we are now on the far bin. I took my 4th load to town today, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good day. It's about 3 o'clock right now. So it's been a long day considering I left the house at 4:30 or so. But we're gonna go ahead and get loaded and probably do the same thing. That's same thing tomorrow. I got 4 loads to town today. Heading home now. Long day. I left the house at 4:30 and it's now 6 p.m. and I'm heading home. Got 4 loads of town loaded up. Loaded up for the 4th time or 5th time. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyways, I'm loaded up for town in the morning. Got back to the shop, washed the semi and trailer. It was absolutely filthy. Hadn't been done since harvest and it was a wreck. So I washed it. I ran through it as fast as I possibly could. I probably got missed spots on there like everywhere, but it's cleaner than what it was before I pulled it in. It's now raining, so odds are the truck's going to be just as dirty as it was before as soon as I pull it out of the shop. No, that's not possible. Not possible. It's cleaner. I don't care if it gets ruined 2 seconds into driving. It's going to be cleaner tomorrow than it was this whole time. It's so much cleaner now. It's been a second since I pulled out the phone or the camera and filmed any. Me and Papel are out here, and I'm running the Traco. He's running his loader. He's over there at them trees, right? right there. He's digging out a fence row. They kind of separated 2 fields. It's going to be really nice getting that fence row out, because all the rows in this whole field go this way, and we'll just be able to farm straight through now, which will be really, really nice. The fence row honestly wasn't that big. It went from right in here where our fire's at, right over to where he's at. Wasn't that big, but we weren't able to farm straight through before. Now we will be able to, so it'll be really, really nice. I'm working on the edge of this like woods that was logged. So several years ago, some loggers come in here and logged this piece out. Took a lot of the trees they wanted, left a lot of trees. I'm kind of working on the edge of the field right now, just taking out some of this brush right next to the woods, or right next to the field that was left and kind of hangs out in the field. Hopefully get it to drain better. I would really love to just keep working on little nooks of this logged woods and just keep taking out little nooks here and there and digging the stumps out that were left behind, then eventually be farming this whole area. But that is a lot to do. We'd be working over here for quite a bit of time. I don't foresee us doing all of that right now, but maybe someday in the future, because there's like 20 acres here that was logged and now is just sitting, growing back up. Love to take it all out. That would be awesome. But this kind of work never really ends. We got countless farms that can be taken out, so I don't foresee us taking 20 acres out right now. Probably just keep working on fence rows and other spots where we can get better drainage and stuff like that. Well, last of those trees have been dropped. We got a couple way down that way, but there's not many, so I think we'll just bring them all this way. Since we got this fire over here going good, we'll probably just run them into this fire. Looks good without the fence row here. We're not cutting the stumps off of every single tree, but we are cutting the stumps off of like the bigger trees where the stumps are like really taking up a lot. Seems like you kind of get the trees to burn down better like that. So I'm not actually a huge lumberjack guy, but I like to believe I am. This is my Steel 500i. I got aftermarket dogs on it, aftermarket exhaust system on it. I am running a square ground full skip chain. I don't know. I really like chainsaw stuff. I'm a huge fan of chainsawing. Cold start, baby. So yeah, got a cut up there. Throw the stump over there in my stump pile. Throw the trees up there on the fire. It'll burn up really nice. But yeah, that's my chainsaw. I'm a really big fan of it. I like to pretend I'm a lumberjack, but I'm really not.